Tonight we'll speak to head coach of South Springvale, Bill Lampropoulos. I stuffed that up. Hansberger, especially another Hansberger's gone there, and hopefully by next week will he be the All Blacks coach, or will he be
All Whites,
All Blacks at New Zealand? He's at the start of the game, his plan worked to affection.
Player.
And you bring in Roy Carroll, who's back from injury. Andy Carroll doing the job. That man who we spoke to last week, Damien Keogh, the informed striker.
Andy
Keogh.
Damien Keogh is the old Sydney Kings player, mate.
Andy Keogh.
Currently at the Sharks.
Three-pointer.
Yeah. For me, it's nothing. They'll be best of mates again in a week. It's a storm in a cup of tea. It's like
mate, I'll tell you something. I spoke to Phil today.
Tonight we'll catch up with Adelaide United coach Joseph Gambo. Joseph Gambo, good evening. Sarah, in the last kick of the game, 94th minute, got the winner for Adelaide. Caused heroic scenes. Joseph Gambo running down with his players for the celebration. Everyone questioned Joseph Gambo. It's like Wanderers was so successful because every meeting that Guy Lawman's had. Spirinovich is gone. Partner Spirinovich. All right, guys.
After loading.
Firstly, we'll start because we had a few guys Twitter us about wanting to tweet about how
talking to some of the biggest names.
Diego Drogba's name's been mentioned. Who?
Didier Drogba.
Didier Drogba, sorry.
No.
Diego Drogba, like we said, Diego Drogba came on a free from Galatasaray, caught up with the tic-tac football in the 93rd minute when we all thought the game was dust and buried. They're supporting the Dutch for life after that because I was just memorised. Said most of these boys are playing second-tier European football. Most of our boys playing second-tier competition.
You're talking about Leighton Orient versus
Rotterdam. They get in a first
Rotherham.
Rotterdam. In a third-tier English football game can draw that many people at Wembley.
Third tier,
not tie. It's second tier.
For our Where's Your Head segment,
where's your head at?
Roy Hodgson, like the money is phenomenal, and I was so glad second half Atletico Madrid. I mean, they were outplayed in the first half, but Simone, what a job he's done. It's phenomenal. I mean, Simone's going to go to Simone, Diego Simone, and the whole Atletico. Simone Ward. No, Mr. Diego. And mate, South Africa.
Yeah.
We had the Bambazulas doing our head in.
The Bambazulas.
They were blowing him the television. We couldn't. No. Suarez against England. England are going to panic just knowing that Suarez on the field. We know the England backline is poor. Yanelka, Cahill, the other day, Leighton Baines. Leighton Baines. Mate, look at this squad. Cellini, Darmene, Candareva, Macheriso, Balotelli, Barzagella, Girossi, Paletta.
We definitely don't have George Danikian here doing the pronunciations.
Let's leave the pronunciations to someone else.
This Italian
Les Murray or George Danikian.
The big hitters Spain were buried at the legendary Maracanã. Well, I said it again 2 weeks ago on the show, and I said there would have been hard-scoring goals in South Africa with those Venezuelas, whatever they wanted to call them. Vuvuzelas. Look at Pac-Man under Colombia. I mean, at the end of the day, it's proven, if you get a good coach and brings the right system and give him time, it doesn't matter what you will do.
Yeah, who was with Colombia?
Pac-Man. What's his name? Pac-Man.
Maradona
was snorkeling coke left, right.
Snorkeling.
You need a microscopic to see it. Soccer Stoppage Time is known for its competitions, prizes, scoops, fights, banter, pronunciation. But fine, Caceres, Papa, Perlo, Tevez, like the names in there. We're back to our best.
Are we recording this? You said two Italian names and you avoided the rest of the Italian names.
I refuse. As we know, Deshibi, like we said, from Newcastle, 10 million.
Debucci.
Ospina from Nice, 3 million. And
Sashimi.
And Chambers from Southampton, 12 million. Says LaLuca's finally now been tied up at Everton for £28 million.
Who?
LaCuca, sorry. and Bertrand Southampton. But anyway.
What?
Andy, we're not here for comedy, mate.
Chubba, mate, you are the best. This is...
seriously,
whoever's listening, how good is it?
Okay.
Amir Khan from Bayern Leverkusen, £10 million. Lovren, Southampton, £20 million.
He says it all the time.
Markovic from Benfica, £20 million. And Origi from Lille, £10 million. Origi. The big one was Lukaku, whatever you want to call him.
The Cougar.
Lukaku from Chelsea, 28
million.
Can you believe? And Lamela has finally started school. They let go Sigurdsson to Swansea. Poor Gerrard, what a wonderful career. He's only going to be remembered as the slippery dip.
Yeah, the slippery dip.
The slippery dip.
Slippy.
Nikolai Topper here. I'm glad you... CK Moscow. Roma taking on CK Moscow on 150 for CK Moscow. And they must hope that CKC Moscow also lose to Bayern Munich. CSK Moscow. CSKA Moscow. Bate Borisov. Bate Bostroba. I want someone to tell me who is Gibraltar. I've never heard of them.
Gibraltar.
Oh, who are they?
Gibraltar.
Got Russia taking on Liechtenstein, Montenegro versus Moldova, and in the last one, Group H, with Azerbaijan taking on Bulgaria. Bobby of Brisbane Roar sacked because, well, let's see, a series of defeats. I don't care what they can come up with. For me, it is a ludicrous decision that Mike Mulvey could be sacked. The football Brisbane played last year was phenomenal. Okay,
buddy. No one.
Welcome back to Soccer Stoppage Time, everything you need to know about football on your station, 2MM1665. It's a pleasure to have on the line from the Courier Mail, Marco Monteverdi, who broke the article and...
Broke the story.
Yeah.
He didn't break the article.
He broke the story.
He'd like to break some articles, but he broke the
story and wrote the article about the ongoings and the sacking of Mike Mulvey. Good evening, Marco. Morgan, what kind of fallout do you think there's going to be with the fans on... They play Saturday against Perth Glory. Marco? That's not a first time about it. Didn't remember. But I didn't remember the Arsenal player. Who was it? Izzo. What's his name? Izzo. He was Ozo. What's his name? Ozil. Remember when he was at the park?
Izzle.
Just sizzle my nizzle.
We're trying to make a CD.
Sizzle my nizzle.
Sizzle my nizzle.
That'll do, mate.
Mr. Squiggle.
That'll do.
Mr. Squiggle.
Yeah, but we'll be back next week, bigger and better. What have we got next week? We'll be talking the Champions League winner.
Yep.
The team that got promoted.
We're talking about Sizzle. On that note, you better take us off here.
I thought you were going to say the longest name in the world, and it's only 4 letters, mate.
I forgot his name, man.
And I thought you were talking about someone from yesteryear, like who played 10, 15 years ago.
It's like the biggest name at Arsenal. He's still...
Ray Hadley, you want to sign me up? I'm here, mate. He was like 2 years ago the toast of everyone's lips, close to an A-League contract again.
2 years ago?
Everyone's 2 seasons ago. Well, I would say with all the hype around Kostas Karatsanis joining the team, and they've captured they've capsulated the people in Melbourne. I mean, he's under pressure. Let's not be honest. He's under pressure.
Let's not be honest.
Let's not be honest.
This attractive bull crap and that Wormsley, can you throw that out the book? You've got to start winning games. That's a sky in the pie stuff because fans whatever. So fans don't come. So we might just leave it for this week and let him enjoy his cruise that he's on and his bit of bon voyage holiday, or how you say it.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage. And they managed with the scrape of their teeth to stay qualified for the Olympic Games under Lirio Vidmar again. Got two big news again. The Western Sydney Wanderers fans have come into question. A showcase notice has been brought upon Western Sydney Wanderers. That's what I mean. For all their inconfidence and all the. I was screaming to my father, who I was watching it with. I think I might have broke his ear. I was calling for
broke his
eardrum.
You know?
Andy, what you just said now sent a tickle down my spine because you're right. That is the most exciting part. We're actually going to be able to see some of these players through our own backyard that you only dream about. Have sent a few shock bills around the world. I just think Perth might have missed the ship here, and I'm going to. We know that Nick don't play for points. Now I might have missed the ship on this, but I was talking to a few. I might have missed the ship because the decision.
Missed the boat.
I'll tell you what's a top game tomorrow. The FC Seoul game versus San Francisco Hiroshima. How do you say?
San Francisco Hiroshima.
No,
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
That's why. But Calabero turned out to be the
Caballero,
the hero of the game.
That's it.
Happened. Man City are on track to. They can do a famous triple if they really want to, or quadruple, whatever you want to call it. This young kid, Michael Rashford, who took the Europa League by storm for Man United during the week with the injury to Marshall.
Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford. Sorry.
What do you call him?
Michael. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Special welcome to, once again, Paul Aspro in the hot seat, filling in for Tony Rowers, who fortunately can't be with us due to some work commitments. And
Fortunately or unfortunately?
Unfortunately.
Trifinovic is already gone. They've already released him. And Cameron Watson. So
he
they've
wasn't
got
that bad, Trifinovic.
Oh, he was terrible.
Trifinovic.
As well. Oh, yeah, there's some Hawaiian investor.
Hawaii 05.
Yeah, right. But
5-0.
But if for whatever reason.
And their hot and cold form of the whole season, the Heckle and Jekyll form we've seen, has cost them. And, you know, they were great last week, but this week they were rubbish.
Heckle and Jekyll.
Yeah. Heckle, Jekyll, Freckle.
Heckle and Jekyll. Sometimes it's Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde.
We all know what he means, Nick. We all know what he means.
We do, but it's still good.
I love it.
It's a battle of the Spanish here. It's in the midfield. Who can win in this midfield? Carusco, Isis, Dimas. Isis.
Oh, no. Yeah. Now we're really going down.
Well, they play like that sometimes. Trust me, the way they bomb down. Hit in the spine of the team with Amir Khan, Henderson. Yes, Liverpool got on the right foot with Amir Khan, but play Amir Khan.
Been, I think, a bit of
and Amir Khan, you can't underestimate.
100%. Yep. Yeah, I prefer Emre Khan, but Emir's a good player too. But
Michael Zulu had just signed for Sydney. Michael Zulu from
Zulu.
Zoolander from Melbourne City.
Shaka Zulu.
And and on the back of Ali Deli, like I said, who's been absolute Deli Ali, or whatever you want to call it.
Ali G.
So for me, Spurs have got everything right. Ali Dali came on, changed the game.
Ali Dali.